welcome to the court. It's Jester. Okay, so we last left off. The child is still missing. Not on us. I think Luna is either the one who trapped us all in this death game, or she's secretly a robot. And Fi is really hard to get a read on. Huh? Something up? Why'd you just stop?
Well, you see that clock over there? The one that looks like the sun?
Yeah. Yeah, we did it in a puzzle.
It reminded me of something we saw earlier.
What do you mean?
Remember the graffiti on floor B? You remember what it said?
Memento Mori, right? In the ninth lion ate the sun. If the ninth lion ate the sun.
Do you know what that means?
No. It's Latin for something like be aware of death or remember death. I think it's usually used to mean we're all going to die someday, so don't forget about your own mortality.
What about the other part?
Well, I mean, that's pretty straightforward, right? If the ninth lion ate the sun, I mean, yeah, it's kind of nonsense, but... Oh, I get it. That's what the clock made you think of, right? The sun in that sentence.
Yeah. Did you notice anything strange about that graffiti?
Is it like an anagram, like the one about the two milkmen go comedy? Is it like, are we supposed to take the letters and use them to make something else? Apart from the fact that it made no sense. Wait, lion! Lion! Right on the wall behind you! Lion! Lion! There's another puzzle! Not really.
Wrong answer. Maybe you're not the eagle eye I thought you were.
I have had to have other people help me solve these puzzles, okay? I don't know why you think I'm smart, Fi.
I guess I have to do everything.
Please do.
Part of it was spelled wrong. Specifically, they spelled ninth wrong. It should be N-I-N-T-H. But the graffiti had N-I-N-E-T-H.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you're right. They just put an extra E there.
Exactly.
That's kind of a bonehead mistake. Do you think it was like a kid who wrote it? Well, Quark has been missing for quite some time.
Maybe it wasn't a mistake at all.
I'm not following.
Maybe Zero put that E in there on purpose.
But why?
Maybe because he didn't have enough letters otherwise.
What? Fi, just solve the anagram for me, please.
Anyway, if Zero wrote that graffiti, then it's got to be significant.
Remember death. If the ninth lion ate the sun. Huh.
Shit. Hey, it's already 2 minutes past time.
We gotta go.
We should get moving.
Right. I'm the map. I'm the map. Warehouse A. Huh. Kay and Luna aren't here.
Astute observation.
Well, one of them's dead. What should we do?
What do you mean, what should we do? All we can do is wait. We don't want to end up missing each other by accident.
Yeah. Guess you've got a point. Hey, where are you going? What? She literally just said we have to wait, and then she walked away.
Just want to check something really quick.
Check what?
The last time we saw Alice alive, she was right here. Remember? She was kneeling down, looking at something on the ground.
Yeah. What do you think she was looking at? Oh, it's blood. Oh, fuck.
Find something?
Yeah, I found blood. Isn't this blood? Well, it's definitely not cherry Kool-Aid.
Uh-huh. Nice work there, Sigma.
I don't think you need to pat me on the back. It makes me feel stupid or something. Sigma, we are stupid or something.
The truth hurts. So, blood, huh? Oh my god.
Vi suddenly looked up at the ceiling. I followed her gaze and found myself looking up at a metal crane. It was the kind you might see in a shipyard, the sort that moves along a metal track and has a claw to grab and lift cargo containers. So, what's the deal with the crane? It moved the boxes! The boxes we got out of, the one that Kay and Clover got out of, that was the one we found the dead body in, it wasn't the same one as the one Kay and Clover left. The dead body was originally in one that someone else left, and then whoever did that used the crane to move the boxes, so we would all think that the body was in the cart that Clover and Kay left, so we would suspect Kay because Clover was unconscious when they left it. Oh, that's what it was. What? Damn, gone again. Stop running around. Just tell me what you found. Okay, current suspects. Kay and Clover, it was a frame job. Wasn't them. Wasn't me and Fi. We were together the whole time. Then, that leaves us with, let's see. It obviously wasn't, actually, it wasn't, wait a minute. It wasn't Quark or 10 because 10 was really upset that she died and Quark was with 10, so it couldn't have been them. So that leaves Dio and Alice. But what if the reason Alice was killed was because someone else realized she killed the old lady and that's why she had the bloody rag on her, because it was from her cleaning the blood off herself. I don't want to suspect her, but I can't cross it off. It was Luna. Luna killed the old lady. Just tell me what you found before I theorize any longer.
I noticed something.
What'd you notice? Oh yeah? And what, pray tell, was that?
The same thing Clover and Alice noticed.
That's... Can't you just tell me?
Look at the number 6 AB room. The side that's facing the wall has blood on it. It's the first thing you think of when you hear blood.
Menstruation? Vampires?
Yeah. This whole thing kinda sucks, right? Come on! This is no time to be screwing around. I'm talking about this thing. The handkerchief Alice had. There's some blood on it that we assume belonged to the old lady.
Yes.
Consider this for a moment. Let's say this thing was on the floor next to the rightmost AB room.
Aye!
We'll assume that the blood on the side facing the wall came from this handkerchief. Okay, then what?
Alice was looking at the handkerchief.
Right.
Or she was trying to clean up the blood.
What do you think was going through her mind?
Why is there a blood-stained handkerchief here? Or something along those lines?
And?
Did this belong to the old woman? It must have.
And?
But if it did, then who put it here? Or wait, maybe someone just dropped it, or they could have thrown it here.
And?
You want more?
You're almost there.
How long has this handkerchief been here? Something like that?
Yes, exactly. So how long do you think it was here?
Well, I imagine it wasn't here from the start.
Wait. When's the start?
When we all woke up and started leaving the train cars. You know, when we started. When you and I escaped from the AB room through the hatch on the roof. The first thing we did after we got out was meet everyone, except for Clover and Kay, and go look at the number 9 door. We spent a lot of time examining the AB rooms too. Yeah, I know we looked at this from this exact angle. I'm pretty sure there wasn't any handkerchief there then. There wasn't. Wait.
Huh. Finally figured it out, huh?
We're missing a cart! No way! The AB room moved.
Yeah,
Was it the crane? Yup.
probably. They moved the rightmost one all the way to the left. So, what was in the leftmost AB room?
A dead old lady. The body of the old woman.
And who was trapped in there when the nonary game started?
Well, it would have been the AB room on the right at first, so... Wait, I wrote it out. It was Luna! I wrote it down! Haha! Luna! Fucking knew it! I knew she killed that old lady! I called it! For the third time, Fi walked off without saying anything. My body felt like lead, but I forced myself to follow her. She stopped in front of the graffiti that began, 2 milkmen.
What do you think this is?
Well, I thought it was just paint from the graffiti at first, but I'm guessing you don't think so? Is that more of the old woman's blood? What if it's Alice's blood? What if Alice was killed out here and her body was moved later?
Seems like it.
So Luna would have killed her here, then taken her to the rightmost AB room. And after that, she would have moved the room with the body in it so that no one would suspect her. That would mean that the first person to get out was Luna, not Alice. So what about that handkerchief?
This thing? Here, look. You see this line? It's possible that line is from whatever the weapon was, which means this might have been wrapped around whatever was used to kill the old woman.
She cleaned the blood off the knife.
So maybe Luna wrapped the weapon with this handkerchief, and then threw it between the rightmost room and the one next to it.
And then she forgot about it when she moved the room.
Then when the room was moved, it came out.
That means Alice picked up the weapon along with the handkerchief.
Seems pretty likely.
And then Alice was killed with that weapon.
This is all just speculation, understand? There are a whole lot of things we still don't know.
Yeah, it's a mystery, all right. For example, why would Luna leave the AB room, murder the old woman, and then carry the body back and hide it in the same room? I guess it's possible that she just wanted to hide the body, but we still don't have any idea why she would have wanted to kill her in the first place. It's also worth noting that Zero Jr. seems to have let all this slide. He's supposed to be making sure the game goes according to plan, but so far there have been 2 murders and he hasn't done anything about either of them. Do you think that means Luna is Zero Senior? It means Luna is Zero Senior or working for Zero Senior. Maybe she's one of the robots that's programmed to follow off of the higher orders. Maybe Luna herself doesn't even remember that she did it. Even if she was, though, I'm not sure why she killed the old woman. It's possible that she was some kind of intruder who wasn't supposed to be here, but if Luna's Zero Senior, couldn't she have found a better place to hide the body? Maybe the old woman isn't even really freaking dead. Luna was the one that checked her vitals. Luna was the one that checked for a pulse. Luna was the one that confirmed she was dead in the first place. She'd have access to the entire facility. That's not all either. Let's say Luna moved the AB room to divert suspicion away from herself. If that's the case, why did she leave the handkerchief and the weapon there? She had to have known they'd be discovered after she moved the room. Besides, when and how did she operate that crane? Luna was with us since we first got out of the AB rooms, all the way till we found the old lady's body. You, me, and her went through the magenta door and investigated the lounge. Someone else moved the room. Luna did the killing, and Luna threw away the handkerchief, but someone else... What if Luna didn't do any of the hiding? What if Luna killed the old lady and just left the body out there, and then someone else moved the body back into that room, hid the weapon, and... Luna kills the old woman. Luna hides the body and the weapon. Someone else realizes she did it, and then they move the crane to cover for her. Would Dio do that? Then we went down the floor to floor B together and came back to the warehouse. By then, the room must have been moved. Of course. Why didn't I see that sooner? Luna has an alibi. She couldn't have moved the AB room. That doesn't mean she didn't kill the old lady. Where her alibi?
Interesting. I have to admit, you've got a point.
Wait, what? You didn't even put up a fight.
You're going to make me repeat myself. I never said Luna was the killer.
I still think there's something up with her.
Still, I have a feeling Alice thought she was. Which would mean that Clover probably does too.
Oh, you mean that stuff she said about what she noticed?
Right.
Hey, Fi. I'm starting to get a really bad feeling about this. Clover's going to kill Luna. We were supposed to meet the others 20 minutes ago, but there's no one here.
You're right.
Sigma. Phi.
Where the fuck is Luna?
There you are.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I have some bad news. Luna.
Oh, God.
Luna is dead.
God damn it.
She's in room 2 in the crew quarters. The same room where Alice was murdered.
Clover, we've been through this last game. Stop murdering people. This was the third time I touched a body and felt cold skin. I thought it might get easier, but it had only gotten worse. I didn't think I'd ever get used to it, but I didn't want to. My hands began to shake, and I tried to steady them as I pressed the pair of fingers to her neck to check for a pulse. What if Luna's not dead, and the reason she feels cold and you can't find a pulse is because she's a robot? Nothing, of course. Luna was dead. Her eyes were flat and empty, the pupils dilated in what could have been terror. It felt surreal. Like I might blink, and then she would sit up again. She would smile and blush and look away nervously, and everything would be all right. I blinked. She lay there, still dead and pale.
And I trust him.
Grief cracked open like an egg, and rage clambered out, hot and angry and screaming. It clawed at the inside of my chest and pounded at the back of my eyes. I squeezed them shut and ground my teeth, my hands balled into fists, so tight they hurt. I took a deep breath and opened my eyes again. Another breath, I stood up and realized Kay was talking.
I believe she was poisoned. See here. This device is some sort of syringe.
I think it's called an injection gun. You can just put whatever you want in one of those vials and then pull the trigger. It's kind of like the needles in these bracelets.
The drug they used is the same as well.
Or she's pulling an ace! Okay, so back in the first game, Ace drugged himself so that he would be unconscious and they would go through the doors without him because he wanted to be the one to stay behind during that set of doors. And he didn't want everyone arguing about leaving him behind, so he's just like, okay, I'm gonna drug myself and I'm gonna be unconscious and there's gonna be no argument. We don't know what is in that syringe. And Luna had doctor experience, okay? So, what if Luna found something that would just make her appear dead without her actually being dead? She'd be unconscious for a bit. Everyone would think she was dead, and no one would suspect her of anything. I am just not this guilty and Luna is very guilty until proven innocent in my eyes.
The label on the vial says tubocurarine.
That muscle relaxant.
Yes. Since it's empty, I can only assume Luna was injected with it.
Okay, then that doesn't mean she's, like, dead, because Zero Jr. said that the muscle relaxant would be released first, and then the poison would be released. 7 minutes later.
You see the mark on her neck. I believe it is safe to assume that is where her attacker injected the drug. Perhaps they chose the neck for the carotid artery.
Then your guess is probably correct. Luna was injected with tubocurarine, and it killed her.
What about the others?
Should I go get them?
No, never mind. I want to get your story first.
What do you mean?
When you left us, you and Luna went off together, right?
Yes.
But when we talked to Dio downstairs, he said he'd only seen you and not Luna. Why is that?
Luna and I split up as soon as we got to floor B. We determined it would be more efficient. Two of us working separately could cover more ground in less time.
Alright, so why were you late?
What?
You didn't show up till 20 minutes past the time we were supposed to meet. Sigma's asking you what you were doing.
I was resuscitating.
Resuscitating?
Let me explain how I found her. I had gone to the warehouse 5 minutes before our meeting time. You had yet to show up, as had Luna. I believe I was standing between the yellow and cyan doors. Some minutes later, I heard something. It came from behind the cyan door and sounded like a woman's scream. Well, it was actually quite faint. It was several doors away, after all. And as such, I couldn't quite make out what was being said. Or even if I had heard it at all. It seemed entirely possible that I had imagined it. I heard no other sounds for a few minutes following the scream. Eventually, the silence made me uncomfortable. Perhaps something had happened. So, I made my way to the crew quarters. As I entered the hallway, I noticed that the door to room 2 was slightly ajar. That was when I first suspected something was amiss. You can imagine the rest, I'm sure. I ran into the room and found Luna on the floor.
So you're saying you spent a good 20 minutes trying to resuscitate her?
Yes. I deduced that she had been injected with tubocurarine. Her heart had stopped, so I attempted CPR. To the best of my abilities, at least. With this mask, I was obviously unable to provide artificial respiration.
Why didn't you tell us?
Because I had no reason to believe you would be in the warehouse. If you weren't, I would have wasted precious time. I chose instead to begin resuscitation immediately. As you know, even a short time without oxygen can cause serious brain damage. I felt time was of the essence. But...
Hey, how much time passed between when you heard the scream and when you came in here and found her?
I'm afraid I can't say exactly. But I would hazard a guess that it was around 3 minutes.
Did you see the killer?
No, I did not.
Then they had 3 minutes to escape.
That would have been plenty of time. When you leave this room, immediately to your left is a door that connects to the hallway. I assume they left that way.
Is there any chance they hid in this room somewhere?
No. I examined the room thoroughly before I left to find you. May I say something?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not sure if this has anything to do with Luna, but there was something I wanted to point out. Look at Alice. Do you notice anything?
The knife's fucking missing. Who took the knife?
The weapon.
It's gone.
Indeed. The wound suggests a knife, but I doubt we'll know now.
Then did the killer take it?
How would I know?
Maybe they took it before Luna was murdered.
Why are you asking me?
If the knife had to have been taken before Luna and whoever killed her entered the room. Because if there was if Luna, if if Luna was the one that, if Luna was in the room with someone attacking her, she would probably try to grab the knife to defend herself, and we would still see it here. If the murderer, they wouldn't bother with the other weapon if they could just use a knife. So someone else is running around with a knife right now. I've got to connect it. Okay, there's a third. Person that killed Luna. Whoever killed Luna probably didn't kill Alice. I think it's unrelated. We just walk around. It's like, I'm surprised they didn't take the knife when they found the body. I'm surprised they didn't take the knife when they found the body, because then they would be like, okay, cool. Then they would like manage to decide who's the most trustworthy, who should have this knife, because clearly someone's a murderer, and there's a murder weapon right here that they can come back and grab later and use to murder again. So like, who do we trust the most to hold the knife? Let's give the knife to Quark because he's a kid, and we're like, Quark couldn't have killed anyone, okay? Because everyone else has been stabbed in the chest, and Quark is too short to reach. So we give the knife to the child, and that way no one else gets stabbed. Where's Quark? If they had it, why not use it to kill Luna?
Yeah, that would make sense. Sigma, if you were going to kill someone, which of these two methods would you use?
I wouldn't kill anyone. Okay, that's a lie.
This is hypothetical.
I would choose the injection gun.
Right? Most people would choose that. The more you can divorce yourself from the actual killing, the easier it is to kill someone.
Also,
there's a big difference between stabbing someone and injecting them with poison.
Also, if you were stabbing someone, you would get their blood all over you, and then everyone else would know you did it because you were covered in blood. But if you injected someone with poison, then you wouldn't get any blood on you, and no one would know you did it. So you're saying they took the knife before they killed her?
No. I don't know either way. They could have taken it afterwards. There's no way for us to know.
Someone else could have the knife. Quark's been missing for a while. Could they have done that in 3 minutes before Kay got here?
It's not impossible.
It's not hard to take a knife out of it. Actually, how hard is it to take a knife out of a dead body?
3 minutes is longer than you think. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that I don't know when they took the knife or whatever it was. We came here to get Alice's bracelet, and then Kay came by later. There was probably about a 30-minute window. Anyone could have taken it.
Probably Dio. Dio's a dick.
They might not even have been the same person who killed Luna. Or it could be. There really isn't any way to know.
And we're still missing 4 people right now. We still don't know where Clover is. We still don't know where Ten is. We still don't know where Quark is. And we don't know where Dio is. Also, we have not known where Quark is for quite some time.
And if we don't know, we really shouldn't try and draw conclusions. That could color our reasoning, and that's not good. Conclusions without any evidence are useless.
I'm going to check and see why that dog is barking. I'll be right back. Okay, dog had nothing to do with the murders. Dog just saw a squirrel, so. If there's anyone I would suspect of murder, it would probably be my cat first. Because I saw her kill a bird once. I had to wipe the blood off her paws. It was like so bad too, because I saw her like crouching in the bushes waiting to leap. And I immediately was like, no, kitty, don't! And then she pounced, and I was like, why? There was little blood on her. My cat is such a little angel, except for that one murder she committed. Isn't that right, kitty? No more murder for you. Conclusions without any evidence are useless.
So just forget any conclusions you might have come up with. Save that brain space for something more useful.
But I like jumping to conclusions.
Well, I think that about covers it. We clear?
Crystal.
Good. Anyway, we should tell the others.
About Luna, you mean?
Yeah.
Where are the others? We can't find them. They're always gone.
We should go to the white doors then. Dio should still be there. Hopefully Tenmyoji and Clover will be there as well.
Yeah, good point. Once it's time to open that door, I'm sure they'll show up. Kay nodded and picked up Luna's bracelet.
Please, take this with you.
He held it out to me. I stared down at the bracelet. It felt wrong to just take it. Like we were just using and abandoning her.
Is something the matter? You and Phi are the magenta pair. Without the green solo bracelet, you won't be able to open the secondary door.
I know. It's just... He pressed the bracelet gently into my hand.
If you don't wish Luna's death to be meaningless, then you must survive. Or do you intend to die without catching her killer?
Right, yes. I sighed and closed my hand around the cold metal.
Good. Shall we go?
Wait. Shit.
Did something happen?
No. Well, not yet. We might be looking at a worst-case scenario.
Is Clover murdering people again?
Excuse me?
God. What the hell is wrong with me? How did I miss this? I'm sorry. This is my fault. It's just... there was so much going on, I wasn't thinking.
What is it, goddammit? Wait, how are we gonna vote during the next Ambidex game because Luna can't vote? Luna can't play. What did you miss?
Quark.
Yeah, the kid's been missing for ages. No one knows where that boy is. Quark. Oh, Quark, who's number 9 and can leave out the 9th door whenever he wants. Quark, who is probably ditching us. Oh shit. Tenmoji is a red solo. Clover's a Scion pair. Quark's the other Scion pair. If he's not with them, they can't get through the secondary door.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear.
Quark already probably left. He has 9 points. He can leave. He has 9 BP.
This is bad. And if they haven't gotten in by the time the primary door shuts, they'll be penalized. If we haven't found Quark by then.
Time? How much time do we have left? Oh, 4 minutes. Oh, fuck. Well, they're dying.
Let's just go to the warehouse on floor B. Perhaps Quark has already been found.
Kid's been missing for over an hour. If you can't find a child within an hour, the child's gone. Let's move. Quark. Quark. Goose. Come on, Quark. We we lost the child. Quark, do you have the knife? Quark, did you murder anyone? I promise. Quark, if you tell me the truth, I'll give you candy. You want a Twizzler? I have some licorice. Quark, if you come out right now so that more people don't die, I promise I'll take you to Disneyland. I'll buy you anything you want from the overly priced gift shop, too.
Chromatic doors have opened.
Oh, we're boned.
5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Well, not us specifically. Me and Fi are fine. The others are screwed. Where's Dio? Kay and Dio might be fine too. Oh, God. Where the fuck is Dio?
You're late.
We're boned.
The fuck were you thinking?
We were looking. Okay, okay, Luna's dead. The knife's gone missing. We don't know who has the knife. Okay, Luna's dead. We don't know who killed her. The knife's missing. We don't know who has it. Quark's gone still. We don't know where he is. And everything is fucking shit. What have you been doing? Standing there like a jackass in your little top hat.
You trying to kill me?
Not yet. I might. What about Quark? This game is about 9 people trapped in a death game, essentially, where they're supposed to... I don't give a shit about this man's top hat unless he has a rabbit hiding in it. There better be a rabbit in your hat. That's the only way to redeem yourself, Dio. And they're all trying to solve puzzles to explore more of the building they're trapped in and try to gain enough points through basically these trust or betray mini games where they can get more points by either them and the people they're voting against trusting each other or betraying someone that trusts them. And then they have to try and and then when people have enough points, 9 points, they can open the door that's the exit, but it can only be opened once. So if everyone doesn't have 9 points at once, then people will be left behind and they will die in here. And also someone's going around murdering people. Zero Jr. is hiding in the hat. And Dio doesn't know about it. What about Quark? Where's Quark? We lost the child.
What?
Did they find Quark?
How the fuck would I know?
Because you've been here, and if they showed up with Quark, you would have seen them.
I've been here. Look, forget about him. Where's Alice's bracelet? Which one of you has it?
Who had it? What about Tenemoji and Clover? Have they come back yet?
Look around, asshole. What do you think? Hey, pay attention. The bracelet.
Who does have Alice's bracelet? Doesn't Fi have it? Yeah, Alice's bracelet. We went and took it off of her corpse after it fell off her corpse. I don't remember who has it though. And Dio needs it to get through the door or he's gonna die.
Do you have Alice's bracelet?
I think you should have tried to get it earlier. You really have procrastinated on this, Dio.
Hand it over.
Fi pulled it out of her pocket. The face still shone with bright blue. This had been Alice's bracelet. Fi's eyes never left Dio's as she carefully handed the bracelet to Kay.
Good. Let's go. Hey, what is this? What, you don't like this door? Fine, we can take a different one. As long as we're in the right group, it shouldn't matter which door we take.
That's not the issue.
Yeah, we still haven't told Dio that Luna's dead.
please, tell me. What the fuck is the issue?
Luna's dead, and if we don't find Quark, then Luna and Tenemoji are gonna die alongside him.
Being a human being. 3 of us still haven't arrived. If we leave them behind...
Oh, come on. Now you're gonna grow a heart? If you stay here, you're gonna kill me.
But...
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Alright. Fine. I'll be honest with you. The truth is, I've got a kid. A baby.
What? Who would breed with you?
I was told that if I didn't win this game, my kid's as good as dead.
That's...
You have to trust me. I swear, it's God's honest truth.
Who would breed with this man?
Zero told me to keep it under wraps, but...
Oh. The countdown is for how long they have to enter the next stage of the puzzle, and if they aren't into the next puzzle stage, that they can only access the rooms to get into the puzzle with certain groups of bracelets matching with each other to get through. And if they all don't pair up accordingly and go into a room before the timer goes down, then if you're not in the next puzzle room, you die.
I figure I don't have a lot of choice right now. I'll tell you more once we get inside. Please.
It's a lie. Don't listen to him. I wanted to scream. Dio was obviously lying, but it looked like Kay was buying it. You guys can't do anything for the others at this point. You gotta focus on self-preservation. But he had to go in. I couldn't try and stop him. If I did, they'd both die.
You have to believe me, Kay. Please.
I mean, like, Kay, it's entirely possible that someone procreated with this man via drunken mistake. People make mistakes like that every day.
If you won't do it for me, do it for my kid.
Your non-existent kid.
If I lose, it's all over. Please.
Kay turned to look at me and Phi. We both nodded silently back.
I understand. Let's go.
Really?
Yes. I have one condition, however.
A condition?
Yes. But it's not for you, Dio. Sigma, I want you and Phi to go into one of the doors as well.
What? Huh?
Dio and I cannot be the only survivors. I would have the 2 of you join us. That is my condition.
Okay, so we're leaving Clover, Tenemoji, and Quark to die. Okay.
Damn it. Couldn't make this easy, could you?
What do you say? The decision is yours.
Let's go. We don't really have an option. We can't even find them. No. Sigma! I can't do that. Sigma, stop putting honor before reason. You're asking me to leave 3 people to die. We're asking you to save yourself when you can't save those other 3 people.
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed. Is that what you want?
I can't just leave them behind. You don't have a choice, bud.
Me either.
Oh, Phi, don't enable him.
I agree with Sigma. We can't just ditch them. I'm staying.
Phi.
Bunch of fucking idiots.
Dio cannot be the most reasonable person in the room right now. It's just not right. Tragic. The worst person you know just made a good point.
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
I see. I suspected that would be your answer. You leave me with no choice then. My apologies.
What are you gonna do?
Huh?
Did he just knock us out? Is he gonna knock us up, hold our bracelets up to the scanner, and then toss us into the room?
Sympathy. I wish there was another way.
He's just tossing us into the puzzle room. Why?
Do you actually believe, Dio?
No, of course not. I only wish to save you. If I had not forced the issue, neither of you would have budged. Such is your character.
Hey, what are you doing?
I confess I am not entirely sure. I will think about it during the 10 seconds that remain. Goodbye.
Kay turned and left, quickly disappearing outside of our door. Fi and I lay on the floor, moaning, curled around our aching stomachs.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Not quite able to walk yet, Fi and I crawled out of the secondary door. The punch Kay had given me had been incredibly powerful, and my arms and legs still felt numb and tingly. Can you stand?
Yeah.
Okay, so Quark, Ten, and Clover are definitely dead. Dio and Kay might be dead.
Can we just sit here for a moment, though? My body's gonna be fine, but I think I need a little time to get my feelings sorted out.
I nodded, and we sat there in silence. No matter what I did, I couldn't get their faces out of my head. Ten Emoji, Clover, Quark. I hoped they were all right somehow, but I wasn't sure how much time had passed before Fi finally stood up.
We should go.
And that was it. She turned and headed for the end of the hallway, feet dragging as if she were carrying something heavy. It was a moment or two before I followed. Did you see the plaque on the door?
Yeah. It said security. The footage from the surveillance cameras might run through here.
Does that mean we'll be able to see what's going on in the rest of the facility?
I'm not sure. Right now, all the screens are dark. Even if we could activate them, I doubt Zero is just gonna let us watch whatever we want.
Yeah, I'm just worried about them. We don't know what happened to Kay and Dio either.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we can do here.
Puzzle time! Yay! These books anything? Some binders. Damn, I can't understand a word of this. It looks like some kind of code. All of these binders are like that. Shoot. Looks like we've got 9 switches. There's a little Thunderbolt icon up there. My guess is that these are a bunch of power switches. Yeah, they're all red. Does that mean that they're all off? How about you try and flip some of them? Did you hear something? Yeah, I did. Kind of starting up sound. Let's just turn all these on. Really give Zero hell with the electrical bill here. These are from the security cameras. I thought so. Yeah, what about Tet and Emoji, Clover, and Quark? Can you see them anywhere? You can see just as well as I can. There's nobody there. No Dio or Kay either. Might as well take a good look at it though. Damn, nothing. Okay, so if they're anywhere, they're in the hallways. A long console. There's a screen there in the middle of it. This is probably the main console. Okay, nothing up there, really. Some speakers. Yeah, they look pretty normal. Another console. Oh, this one's lit up. I just rubbed it a little and turned on. I don't think the rest is going to be that easy, though. Look at the screen. Looks like a login screen. I think we might need to put in a password. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Okay, back. Damn it. I don't get it. This console has a red chair that goes with it, right? Yeah, so? Nothing, just caught my eye. Okay, so a red chair. Yep, and it's red. A red chair. A yellow chair. A green chair. That has a password. It's showing the same. Okay, so password. What's this? I wonder what this is. Don't know. Looks like a machine of some kind. A tall machine, no idea what it does. Hopefully nothing bad. Okay. So there's yellow, some binders. They're full of code I can't read. A tall machine, no idea what it does. So that's connected to that somehow. There's a second step. It has the magenta line across the edge. The third step, it's pretty deep though. I guess it's more of a landing than a simple step. There's a cyan along the edge. The first step, there's a red line along the edge. The fourth step, a yellow line runs across it. What's in here? This is a lion. What's it got in its mouth? It's some kind of button, right? Looks like you can push it. I can barely make it out, but I think there's something carved into the surface. It's a sun. A sun. The lion ate the sun. Wait, so it's the lion eating the sun. Yeah. Whatever. Right now we need to focus on getting out of here. I'm gonna push that button. That okay? Yeah, sure. Whoa, the lights turned off. I guess it's a light switch. That change anything? Is there anything written on any of the walls? There we go! Secret passage. Okay, so the first step, red. Time to write this down. Red is TMJYUVGJ. Yellow is SGDQNY. And green is ADGB. Okay. What's over here? Hourglass with red sand. Hourglass with yellow sand. Strange looking set. Hey, check it out. It's all lit up. Yeah, pretty colorful. Do you think it's a hint? Maybe. The shelves are all lit up, different shapes, different colors. There's nothing, the shelves are all lit up, different shapes, different colors. There's nothing really in there. Turn the lights back on. A glass table. A safe we can't open. A sofa. Seems perfectly normal. Okay, I'm gonna turn the lights off again. And maybe if I... Can I combine them? You cannot combine these items. Hourglass with yellow sand, hourglass with red sand. Turn the lights back on. We're done with that. Let's see if it's as simple as putting in the passcode. as is. A, D, G, D. Nope. Damn it. What the hell is the password? A green chair, huh? Oh, nothing. Forget about it. Okay. Wait, I want to go turn the lights off again and then check what that looks like, that screen area looks like when they're off. Nope, that all looks the same. I think that the letters we got from the steps are anagrams that are supposed to... I think that the steps that we got with... the letters we got from the steps that glowed in the dark are anagrams that I'm supposed to mix the letters around until I get something different. I am terrible at those. The way the steps work is when I turn off the lights like this, and then I go back over to the steps over here. See? Each step has a red bar, a colored bar alongside it. So the blue step is this, the green step is that. And then underneath the colored line is a bunch of letters that glow in the dark. So under the green step, it's A, D, G, B. Oh, I wrote that down wrong. I was off a letter. So, and because of the chairs in front of each computer terminal, each one needs a different password. I think that the letters on the stairs have to do with the password. Oh, I got it right. They were right. Did it work? Yeah, I guess so. Good job. Sure, did you see this icon? Yeah, I thought it was like, maybe it's more complicated. Maybe I need to move the letters around. And then it's just like, oh wait, it's not an anagram. I just wrote down one of the letters wrong when I punched it in. So it didn't work out right. The one in the upper left corner. Yeah. What's this icon mean? Well, there's only one way to find out, right? Okay, on it. Change the colors to the correct ones by clicking the hexagons and triangles. Remember, you only have 4 moves to complete the puzzle. Okay, that one's not right. Nope, that's not right either. There we go. Oh, you figured it out. Not bad. And my reward is paperwork. Look at that. Zero's got something for you, though. You mean this new icon? Right. Huh. What was that noise? Nothing happened on the screen. Look up. There's one over your head. Huh? I was you. Okay. Okay, time for yellow. S, G, D, Q, N, Y. Oh, the hourglass. This one's done too. Same results as before. And another icon up in the corner. Is this icon supposed to be an hourglass? Touch it and find out. Right. Determine the value in seconds for each hourglass. Then fill in the blanks if the value is a single digital number or place the 0 before it. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so red is 3. Wait, back. 0, 3, 2. Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, 7. Then we got a 3, 6, 0, 9. And then we got 3, 6, 9. Then we got 12. And then, oh god, it's so hard. The bars are so tiny, and I'm not even sure if counting them individually is the right move. 3, 6, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, wait, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Nope, that was wrong. Wait, what's that little thingy over there do? Okay, back. Let's check the hourglass. I can't figure this out. What are you talking about? This is cakewalk. If you know the answer, then tell me it. You just have to see how many seconds each of those hourglasses counts and then enter those numbers at the bottom of the screen. Make sense? I know that, I just... Examine. An hourglass. Looks like the sand inside is red. Something's engraved on the top. It looks like a number 4. Oh, 4. What the heck does that mean? Well, give it a purpose. Mostly, I guess this one means it's a 4-second clock. In other words, it'll take 4 seconds for all of them to run through after you flip it. Okay, and then the yellow one is examine. An hourglass full of yellow sand. So the red is 4. And the yellow is 11. There we go. Now we're talking. So red is 0, 4. Red has 4 in it, and that's 4. Yellow has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yellow does have 11. So counting the individual bars is how you do it. I just counted wrong. Great. Okay, just gotta get closer to my screen here to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 7. And then we have green, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is 09. And then that's 11. And then we have 11, 12, 13, 12, 13, 14, and then we have 15. Okay, got it right that time. It was just, I had a hard time counting it earlier because of how tiny it was. Need to get closer to look, that's all. Okay, got it. Not bad. There's another icon on the screen now. Yes, there is. Hey, look, the screen's changed. Huh? What the heck is this? There's a different word on each one. I guess we're supposed to shuffle them around until they make sense. How? Well, look at the screen underneath them. It's got the same words in the 9 squares. How am I supposed to use that console to move the words around? That would be my guess. Okay, let's give this a shot. Then. I was you. Damn it. No, guys. I think I gotta unlock the other one. Get a hold of yourself. I'm discounting. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Okay, so we'll go back to that one later. We gotta solve this one first, because the first one gave the I was you hint. So now for the red one. Red is T, M, J, Y, U, B, G, J. Enter. There we go. Done. Good. That's all of them. Okay, well done. Would it really kill you to take that to staying down like 10%? Yes. Look at the corner of the screen. Yeah, an icon. I've seen this icon before. It's just like the one on the other side, so that would mean... No, that's not right. Ah, I only have 4 to do it. Oh, there we go. How do you like that puzzle? It's too early to celebrate. Check your screen. You've got a new icon. Will be me. I was you. I was you. Will be me. She knows everything. Huh. Why wouldn't it work? Maybe you don't need some of these words. Huh, you think? Let's see. I was you. Me will be. How do I get rid of the she knows everything? No good. I was you. Will be me. Oh, I got that wrong. It's will be me. Will be me. I was you. I was you, will be me, she knows everything. Fi seems to think maybe some of these words aren't necessary. I was you, will be me. Rearrange the words to create a suspicious sentence. Not all words are needed. However, the unneeded words should be erased. How do I erase the unneeded words, though? I was you. Will be me. How do I erase the words, though? That's the problem. Fi seems to think maybe some of the words aren't necessary. Rearrange the words to create a specific sentence. Not all the words are needed. However, the unneeded words should be erased. The problem is I don't know how to erase them. Like, what button do I click here to erase? When I right click, it just takes me out of the puzzle entirely. I was you. Will be me. And can I just... Oh, the pop-up? Oh, wait. That's not working. Oh, wait, I should turn off the center switch. Did that take care of it? Oh, wait, no. I gotta memorize which ones are needed. So which words are the ones I don't want? I don't need she knows everything. So I'll take care of those last three. How does this look now? Oh. No, that's bad. I gotta... I gotta solve that first, and then I gotta... Is you... Okay, it seems to be having the problem. Maybe if I just... The problem is when I go to change it, it doesn't change it. Oh, wait, back. I just have to turn those back on. This is how we gotta do it. Get rid of those words. Then we do this. I was, you, will be, me. There we go. I kept thinking there was like some button I had to press within the thing to erase it. And then it's like, no, wait, I just gotta get rid of them. Yeah, looks like you got it. Good work. Nothing's changed though. Well, at least not here. Yeah. Take a look at the screens up on the wall. They're all green. Okay, sun's across the bottom. Good work, Sigma. I've been waiting for this. A new safe password, huh? Yeah, let's go open it. Same safe as before, probably open it the same way too. Okay, need to plug in the right password. Yep, give it a try. Boom. Excellent. It opened. Yeah. This card looks familiar, different from the image though. Yeah, it's one of the AV room cards. Well, I guess there are two of them actually. These are the star keys announcer was talking about. Then we've got the same key as usual. And a different key. Okay, let's get going. Wait, I want to try something. Oh, they're all gone now. What? What's there not to get? You did it. You made the sentence. Yeah, I know, but I feel like there might be another answer. Did all of them turn off automatically? What happens if we leave the she knows everything and just turn everything else off? There we go. Oh, nice work. Look, the screen's changed. Yeah, it's got a different password this time. Star, sun, and then moon. You memorized it? Yep, I got this. I wrote it down. Complete. It opened. So it did. You found the gold file. View it in the secret tab. Secret tab. Let's go. Gollum's story, the point. The gist of Gollum's somewhat rambling explanation is that the center doesn't necessarily have to reside in the body. In the case of Gollum, the self clearly resided in a mainframe. Okay. Floor B graffiti, hourglass, floor B hallway locks, principle of casualty, Knox's 10 Commandments. Now we can leave. The chromatic door won't open. Wrong door. Okay. There we go. Got the key. Let's go. I'm gonna open, okay? You ready? Yes, of course. I'm ready. Get on with it. Right. Here we go then. 3, 2, 1. Let's hope we don't find any more dead bodies.
Wait. I just realized something.
What's that?
When we were looking at the security footage earlier, we were just looking for live feeds. We were trying to figure out where the others are, what they were up to, if they were alive, and so on. But we totally forgot that security systems like this can do more than show you live footage.
We can look back and see who committed the murders.
Are you following me?
Yeah. You're talking about the stuff that's been recorded, right? Footage of the past. If they store that, we might be able to see it.
Yeah. I don't know how much luck we'll have, but it's worth a shot.
Definitely. What do we do?
Leave that to me.
You know how to use this thing?
Well, it was designed so that a human could operate it. That means there's a logic to how it's set up. A computer computes, a calculator calculates, and an automobile mobiles. Everything's designed to do something, and once you know what, you can start guessing how. Once you start to figure out how to get it to do things, it's just a question of playing with it until it does the things you want it to. See?
Monitoring video data. Looks like this is it. Good work.
Knock it off. Makes it sound like you're better than me or something.
No data? Wait, what the heck is this? Everything says no data.
Let's check the log. Damn it. This isn't good. Looks like all the video data was removed before we got here.
By 0?
That would be my guess. All it says here is administrator.
Damn. Well, that's a little frustrating. That footage could have told us a lot.
Yeah. It might have given us what we need to figure out who the killer is, too. The camera in room 2 in the crew quarters would have recorded what happened to Alice and Luna. Same for the old woman in the warehouse. And if there was a recording of us being carried into the AB rooms, we could have even figured out who Zero Senior is.
Hey, what's
Wanna
this?
open it?
Yeah.
It says Gollum's status.
Isn't he dead? Didn't Zero fry him because he was telling us secrets? That should be the system logs of those robots. I told you about them in the pantry, remember?
Yeah. You mean the room full of robots on the other side of the green door?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Shoot. Everything's been erased too.
Looks like it.
I guess there isn't anything we can... Wait a second.
What is it?
There's a scroll bar. Try scrolling. Gollum! I knew it. That Gollum we met is still functional.
What do you mean? I thought you told me Gollum, or whatever his name was, started spitting smoke and keeled over.
Yeah, but he said that what passes for a golem's brain, I guess, was in the main computer. Only his body was disabled. His brain is probably still functioning. Can we see his logs?
Already on it. Here you are.
Then try the one that says cache. Cache? These file names all just seem like random characters. Whatever. Just pick one and open it, I guess.
Sure. This is...
That's the video recording footage of when Kay knocked you both unconscious. Where's Dio? I think Dio already ran into his room and was like, please just come in here with me. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is probably from right after Kay decked us. We'll be tossed into that white door on the left in a minute. Just watch. See?
interesting.
I love how he's just dragging Sigma by his leg.
This is the footage the golem pulled from the main server. The original data was deleted, but it looks like the stuff he pulled is still here.
Exactly.
So, if we go back through these files...
Yeah. We might be able to figure out who the killer is. Maybe even who Zero Senior is.
Nice. Great work, Sigma.
Come on, I told you I don't need you kissing my ass. Besides, it's not like I really did anything. We started going through the rest of the files. The security footage showed Kay and Dio clearly passing through the white door on the far right.
Good. Looks like they're both fine.
That just leaves Tenemoji, Clover, and Quark. I opened my mouth to continue, and then it happened. My vision suddenly blurred, and shaking my head did nothing to clear it. I staggered, my balance gone. What? Why is she talking like that? Oh god, she's turning into a chipmunk! She sounds like someone's playing a tape of her voice all sped up. What is going on here? I can't understand what she's saying. And why is she moving so fast? It's like watching a video on fast forward. What the hell is... Wait, could it be me? Maybe my brain is slowing down somehow. So it just looks like everything is speeding up. I still couldn't make out what she was saying, so I just nodded weakly. My eyes drifted shut as I tried to sort out what was happening to me. I woke up several minutes later. When I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was the ceiling of the security office. I sat up slowly, rubbing tenderly at my head. Fi would have been sitting in front of one of the monitors, stood up, and walked over as soon as she heard me move.
You okay?
Her voice sounded normal again, and she wasn't moving strangely either. Whatever had happened seemed to have stopped. I let out a quiet sigh of relief. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about
Are
it.
you sure?
Yeah.
That's good. You really looked like you'd lost it for a minute there.
Well, I seem to have found it again. This is the security office. Maybe they've got a lost and found.
Your sanity's pretty easy to miss. I'm surprised anyone found it, let alone turned it in. Well, looks like I don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah. I think I must just be getting tired. Kind of surprised it didn't catch up to me sooner.
I hope that's all it is. You haven't caught a disease or something, have you?
For just a moment, I thought of Radical 6, but I didn't want to worry Fi if I didn't have to. Better to stay quiet about it.
Well, you're looking a lot better, so I can stop worrying, right?
What are you, my mom?
Fine. No more check-ins. Anyway, I figured something out while you were resting. Come have a look at this.
What is it?
Footage from room 2 in the crew quarters. The room where we found Alice and Luna. I dug it out of Gollum's cache.
When was this recorded?
You'll see in a minute.
Up there on the right, that looks like some sort of time code.
Can you figure it out?
No. It's just a bunch of numbers. I can't make heads or tails of it.
Yeah. The central server seems to be using its own time system. Files appear to be named based on that system. They might as well be random to you and me, which made it pretty hard to find this gem.
Okay, what are you doing? Okay, it's Kay.
Yeah.
He looks at his bracelet here, probably checking how much time is left.
I'll just pause that and magnify it.
21 minutes. So that means this footage is from 21 minutes before the primary doors opened, right?
Exactly.
And that would have been the white doors in this case, right?
Yes. After Kay leaves this room, it's about 2 minutes before he comes back with you and me.
There were 20 minutes on the clock when we met up with him, right? So that means what we're seeing here is Kay 1 minute before he saw us.
Right.
That means this is right after he tried to resuscitate Luna.
Yeah, if you believe him. The footage here doesn't show any of that.
Are there any other angles?
I looked around, but I couldn't find one. The only stuff left is shot from this position. Even so, I think we've gotten our hands on something important.
You mean that this is a record of what happened right around the time of Luna's death, right?
Exactly. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep going. I'll move back to the start of this file so we can see it in chronological order. Let's say this is 0 hours, 0 minutes. After all, it's not like we know what time it actually is.
Right.
So, this is the start of our footage.
There's no one here.
Yeah. About a minute goes by before anyone shows up.
Wait. How do you know it's been a minute?
This.
Oh, that's the hourglass we used earlier.
Yeah. If I play it back at normal speed, I can measure time using this hourglass. Then I just add the time from the hourglass, and that's how far in we are.
Huh. Oh. Someone's coming in. Oh, Clover. Luna, is that Clover behind her?
Yeah. This is 0 hours, 1 minute. Right now you and I are talking to Dio in the Floor B warehouse. With the time frame we've established, calculating what we're doing is pretty easy.
What's going on? Are they fighting? No, it's not really a fight. It looks like Clover's just going off on Luna. Luna's just staying silent and listening to her.
Yeah.
Can we hear them? Is there an audio track?
Want to listen to it?
What the hell is this?
Don't know. The audio data must have been transcoded into something else.
Well, we won't be able to understand anything then.
Seen enough? I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
Huh?
Clover's interrogation goes on for a while, but it's all pretty much the same thing. Now, at 0 hours, 10 minutes, things suddenly change. Here.
They're gone. As I watched, Clover moved steadily closer to Luna, who backed away almost as if she were frightened. Clover continued her advancement until she disappeared below the bottom edge of the screen. Is there another... no, you said this was it.
Yeah, this is the only one that I found. Shouldn't be too hard to guess what happened after you've seen the next part, though.
Clover left. She looked like she was kind of panicking.
Yeah. This is about 1 minute and 40 seconds after they both left the frame. So 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds.
Clover and her poison. in the first game, there was actually a extra bad ending that wasn't in like the original game. They added it for the phone version, where if you basically pulled a massive dick move where you lied to everyone, instead of letting you continue on the game after you did that, they just immediately were like, Clover kills you. Clover kills you because she thinks you killed her brother, because why wouldn't you after you pulled that massive dick move of lying to everyone and leaving her and Lotus to die? Only Clover left. Luna's still in the room. That means...
Hold on. Wait until you've seen the whole thing before you start deducing. At 0 hours, 12 minutes, another person comes in just missing her.
Dio? He's disappeared too. Down below to the bottom of the frame. What's he up to?
I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that whatever it was, he doesn't want us to know about it.
I think that Clover killed Luna and that afterwards Dio took the knife. Why?
Remember what he said when you asked him about Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here.
You're saying he was lying. He wasn't in the Floor B warehouse the whole time. He went to the crew quarters after we left him.
Yeah. So what would have been important enough for him to lie about it?
Because he wanted the knife.
We should consider that it might have been something bad.
He wanted the knife. And whatever it was, it happened during this time.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, now he's left. And it looks like he left in a hurry.
Maybe he heard a noise.
Like
The
what?
cyan door opening. Now, 10 seconds after Dio leaves, a fourth person shows up. That brings us to 0 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds.
It's Kay. When he heard Kay open the cyan door, he panicked and ran. Whatever he was up to, he didn't want Kay to catch him at it.
And then Kay disappears too.
Yeah, below the bottom of the frame, just like the others.
If Kay was telling the truth, this is where he begins to try and resuscitate Luna. Anyway, nothing happens for the next 16 minutes. It's just this. So I'll fast forward, alright?
Sure.
Alright, should be around here. One sec. Okay, you should see something you recognize in a minute here.
There's Kay coming up from the bottom of the frame. He's checking the time on his bracelet. So we've come full circle, huh?
Yeah. We're back to 21 minutes before the primary doors open. For our arbitrary time code, that's 0 hours and 29 minutes. 1 minute later, at 0 hours 30 minutes, Kay heads to the Floor A warehouse.
Once he gets there, he'll tell us about Luna's death. Oh, when Dio went into the room, he might have been going into the room to get Alice's bracelet because he forgot that Phi had it.
That's all the footage I wanted to show you. I've looked at it carefully. And I think it has something to tell us.
You mean who killed Luna, right?
Well, I can't say for sure. This footage makes for pretty shaky evidence. But it does suggest a very likely culprit. Who do you think it is?
I ran over the footage in my head. 8 hours, 1 minute, Clover and Luna enter the room. For 9 minutes, Clover aggressively questions Luna. 8 hours, 10 minutes, they both move out of frame. 8 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds, Clover exits the room. 8 hours, 12 minutes, Dio enters the room. Dio also immediately exits the frame. It seems likely that Dio was up to no good during this period. 8 hours, 13 minutes, Dio exits the room. 8 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds, Kay enters the room. Kay also disappears from the camera's field of view. At this point, there are 16 minutes where nothing happens. 8 hours, 29 minutes, Kay enters the frame. He looks at his bracelet. It says 0021. The remaining time until the primary doors open. There seems to be only one conclusion. The person who killed Luna is... I think it's Clover. I think Dio came looking in... I think it's Clover. I think Dio came in looking for the bracelet when he realized he needed it, and he didn't know that Fi had it. Or that Dio came in to take the knife. But it's like... I think it was Clover. Clover.
What makes you think so? Luna could still have been alive after Clover left the room. Dio and Kay both went into the room after Clover. Either of them could have killed Luna too.
That footage alone isn't enough to tell us who the killer is. But if we take on the other thing into account, then the case against Clover gets a lot stronger.
And what is that element?
Dio's behavior at the White Doors. Kay wanted us to enter the White Doors. I told him I wouldn't leave 3 people to die. Do you remember what Dio said?
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed.
He obviously knew that only you and I would be going through the door. Do you get it?
Yeah. He knew we had Luna's bracelet. Which means he also knew Luna was dead. Is that what you're getting at?
Exactly. If he didn't know she was dead, he would never have said that. The moment Kay suggested we go through the doors, he would have brought it up. That's impossible. How are they supposed to get through without Luna? But he didn't even mention her. Like he didn't expect her to be there. Why would he do that? I can only think of 2 reasons. 1, that when Dio entered that room, Luna was already dead. Or 2, he had killed Luna himself. The second one doesn't seem likely though. If Dio had killed Luna, he probably would have made a point to hide that. I'm guessing he probably would have asked where she was. Where's Luna? Sigma and Phi won't be able to get through with the White Doors without her. He seems like the kind of guy who'd go out of his way to feign ignorance of a crime he committed. In this case, though, he said nothing. That doesn't clear him, of course, but it does make a lot less likely that he was the killer. If he wasn't the killer, then we're left with only one other option.
When Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Interesting. That's pretty much what I thought too. And it does seem like Clover had a motive.
You mean what Alice noticed?
Yes. The movement of the A-B rooms convinced Alice that Luna had killed the old woman. Once Clover realized that, she probably started to think that Luna had killed Alice to keep her from telling anyone else the truth. She probably led Luna to the crew quarters to confront her. Maybe she hoped seeing Alice's corpse would cause Luna to confess. Maybe she knew something we don't. But Clover didn't get what she wanted. Luna didn't confess. Then, during her interrogation, something happened. It's hard to say what. Luna might have said something that set Clover off. Or, maybe she admitted to a crime she didn't commit just to get Clover to stop. Whatever it was, something happened that drove Clover to murder.
When did Clover get the injection gun?
I would guess after she went through the yellow door. She would have been exploring the infirmary with Alice and Kay. That seems the most likely place to find it. Anyway, this is all just a theory, right? We don't have any proof, so keep it quiet, okay?
Yeah, I know. Oh, there was one last thing. Was there any other footage that showed anything?
No. Nothing to tell us where Clover, Tenmyoji, and Quark went. And nothing about the old woman or Alice's murders either.
So Senior's identity.
Still unknown.
Okay. Well, let's go find Clover. I guess we're not going to know the truth unless we get it straight from the horse's mouth.
I wonder if Clover's even alive.
She is. She has to be.
I sure hope so.
Well, if she is, she'd show up for the Ambidex games. No one's here.
Yeah. All right, let's start looking. We'll go through the crew quarters and work our way toward the elevator. Got it?
Yep. So we've lost Dio, we've lost Kay, we've lost Quark, we've lost Tenemoji, and we've lost Clover.
You search rooms 1 and 2. I'll take 3 and 4.
Got it. What if they're still in... What if Kay and Dio are still in their puzzle room? What if that's where they are? Are we gonna find another dead body? Alice. Luna. The most horrible thing about death is how it turns a person into a thing. It's a thing that no longer looks like your friend, but it's a thing that looks like your friend, but it's not them anymore. Just this strange, cold shell, and every time you look at it, you feel a little bit of that coldness creeping around the edges of your soul. Seeing death puts a heavy ball of lead in your stomach, and that just sits there, poisoning you. I turned and left the room.
No good. There's no one in 3 or 4.
Oh, no. If they were killed, if they died from not going to the rooms, we would at least find their bodies.
What about yours?
Same. Nobody in them. Except Alice and Luna. The lead ball pressed against the inside of my abdomen. I leaned back against the wall and let out a long, weary sigh.
What's wrong? You need to get it together. What are we doing right now?
We're looking for missing people. Looking for the others.
Right. I know how you feel, but sitting around being miserable isn't gonna help anybody. Let's go.
Yeah, you're right. Phi turned and headed toward the door at the far end. I moved myself up the wall and followed. Okay, let's check the infirmary then. Where's the dead old lady we left in here? Oh, what the fuck? The first thing I felt was a strange cold sweat of terror. My stomach clenched in protest, pushing a wave of bile and nausea up into my throat. The lead ball turned to ice, and my legs began to tremble under its weight before it finally gave way and collapsed. They were dead. I could feel it the moment I looked at them, but I didn't want to believe it. They couldn't be dead. Perhaps they were just sleeping. The cool, limp feel of their skin under my shaking fingers dashed any hope I had left. I wrapped a trembling hand around the edge of the bed and hauled myself up onto it. Even when I closed my eyes, I could still see them. My heart hammered away at my ribs, and my chest felt so tight I could barely breathe. I forced myself to take a long, deep breaths. Finally, I opened my eyes.
They were in a blind spot.
What?
The security camera. Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room?
Yeah. I guess the partition was in the way.
Yeah.
They're handcuffed together.
Yeah. Whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere. The chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink.
They would have been trapped here when the doors closed.
Look.
Why?
See the red marks on their wrists? They were trying to get the handcuffs off.
So you're saying this wasn't one of them that did this?
Probably not.
There's a cut on Tenemoji's left hand. It looks like it probably came from a knife or something similar. Must have been deep.
And the blood on his clothes probably came from that wound. I don't see any others, at least. If this was the only one, it doesn't look fatal. I don't think he died from this cut.
The penalty. When the primary doors closed, they couldn't get to them. The needles in their bracelets activated and...
Yeah. You can see the marks on their wrists from where they were injected. The tubocurarine must have killed them.
Oh no. Do you think that's what they were handcuffed to the sink?
They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. If someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them, they didn't need to tie them up.
Yeah, you've got a point. What's wrong?
I take back what I just said.
You find something?
Yeah.
Are we gonna see a dead kid? Five bent down to pick something up and handed it to me. A Scion bracelet. This was Quark's.
Correct. It has 9 BP, too. There's no mistake.
What is Quark's bracelet doing here? Wait, no, hold on. If Quark's bracelet is here, then that means...
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
No. No. This can't be happening. Not Quark.
Hey, Sigma. Calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead.
If Quark went through the number 9 door, his bracelet would have come off, and he could have just tossed it back out into the hallway before he left. But...
In fact, this could be good news. A ray of hope.
Ray of hope?
Yeah. If Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Tenmyoji and Clover. But he's not wearing it. That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with tubocurarine.
You mean that the bracelet came off before the doors closed?
Yeah.
That's impossible. Zero Jr. told us that they only come off when your heart stops, or when you escape.
Maybe he got out then.
Right? He's got 9 BP. Wait, so you're saying that he escaped, then came back and left his bracelet here? No, that's impossible too. Zero Jr. said the number 9 door only opens once. Even if he was able to get outside, he couldn't come back in.
Why do you have to be so pessimistic? Have you actually seen Quark dead, huh? You need to think positive, Sigma. Reality is what we believe it to be.
Okay. I believe I see 2 dead bodies right now. So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen?
That's enough! Quark is definitely alive. He has to be. He has to be. I refuse to believe he isn't. I can't let an innocent kid like that get killed.
I wanted to ask if she meant Clover and Tenmoji weren't innocent and had deserved to die, but swallowed my words. Fighting wasn't going to help us. All I could do was hope that Phi was right. Perhaps Quark was still alive. What are you doing?
Examining their bodies. Tenmyoji first.
Why?
Clues
What kind of clues?
to who might have killed them. Finding Quark's bracelet tells us something. If the killer saw it, that would make for an obvious motive.
With Quark's bracelet, Clover and Tenemoji would have been able to go through the white doors. The killer handcuffed them to the sink to prevent that.
Right. That's my guess, at least. That's odd.
What's wrong?
I can't find anything.
Huh?
I should have found something.
What?
You remember when we ran into Tenmyoji in the rec room? He sprayed our wrists with luminol. I'm sure I saw him pull the spray bottle out of his pocket.
And now you can't find it.
Right.
Do you think the killer took it?
I don't know. I'm gonna take a look at Clover, too. Give me a minute.
Fi knelt down next to Clover as she spoke and began to gingerly examine her corpse. Then, after a moment, I saw her hand stop.
Look. See her thigh? Doesn't it look like there's something written there?
There's blood on her fingers. She took the blood from Tenemoji's stab wound and she used it to write a dying message on herself. Yeah, it does.
Sorry, I'll have to move your leg a little bit.
It's written in blood. It must be Tenemoji's.
It says 016.
016. Writing that down. What does that mean?
Hang on. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. 016. 016. I know I've seen it somewhere.
Let me look at my notes. I don't see it anywhere on my notes.
It's no use. Can't remember.
Don't get my hopes up like that.
Anyway, these numbers have to have something to do with the killer. She must have written them after she got hit with a soparil. There would have been a few minutes before she went all the way under when she could have done something. I think she probably used those last minutes to tell the rest of us who'd killed her.
016, huh? Maybe, but only people who could have done it are Kay and Dio. Assuming it wasn't one of them, I mean...
No. There's also Quark. I mean, I'm not saying he did it, just...
Damn it. This is hopeless. I can't keep up anymore. Everything here is a goddamn mystery. Like, what about that old woman we found? Who killed her? The movement of the AB room makes Luna seem the most suspicious. But then why would she have done it? And we don't have a good explanation for why she would have wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. And of course, now Luna's dead too. So who could have killed her? The footage from the security camera paired with Dio's behavior makes Clover seem like the most likely suspect, but now we'll never know for sure. Alice's killer is a complete mystery. We don't know what the hell 016 is supposed to mean. We don't have any idea where Quark's gone. What the hell does any of this mean? Who killed everyone? Was it Zero? Was it Zero Senior? And who is Zero Senior? What the hell does he want? Why does this game even exist? And why did they kidnap us and bring us in here? While we're at it, where is this? When is this? Mysteries, mysteries, mysteries. I feel like my head's about to explode. Please, Fi, give me something. Anything. A clue, a hint. Come on, you've got to have something.
The luminol.
Huh?
I think there's a very good chance someone took the spray bottle out of Tenmyoji's pocket.
Okay, but How is that important? We gotta check everyone's pockets.
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you think they took it?
So that no one could take it off Temnemoji's body and search them for blood later? So they could test for blood?
What would they need to do in order to do that?
They just need to spray the bottle at whatever they want to test.
That's it?
No, wait, you're right. Luminol reacts with the organic compounds and glows, but the glow is really faint. So, you have to turn the lights off. You need to make it dark. You have to turn off the lights in order to see if anything's glowing.
That would mean?
That would mean the rec room. Vi and I raced for the door. We weren't sure what we'd find, but we knew where we were going. I had a feeling deep in my gut that whatever we found would be the breakthrough I'd been looking for. I would assume that they just didn't want to have to face the possibility of the luminol being used against them. Because if someone took it off Tenemoji, then they could use it to test them later. To the rec room we go! Man, this game's really trying to make me wait with all of this travel sequence, isn't it? There's no one in here. There's a bunch more Oh, what the fuck? God damn it. Okay. Okay. Literally the only person left alive who could have done this is Quark, and I don't think he's physically strong enough to lift that battle axe. Everything in my head ground to a halt. Even after I'd seen a room full of corpses had a profound effect. It was such a ridiculous thought that before I could stop myself, I laughed. That laugh made me think, was laughter in this situation a defensive response designed to protect the brain from constant emotional bombardment? They say that right before an animal dies, it feels a moment of comfort. Right before death, the brain releases a huge amount of endorphins into the bloodstream. Pain is only a warning signal meant to help the body avoid death, but when death becomes a certainty, pain no longer has any use. In fact, that loss of pain can lead to an incredible feat on the edge of death. Let's say that two species of animals come under attack from some overwhelming force. All of them are severely wounded and near death. Species A feels pain, but species B doesn't. The horrible pain felt by species A prevents them from moving, but because they feel no pain, some of species B will manage to drag their wounded bodies to safety and survive. As a result, species A is eliminated and only species B manages to survive. This process of natural selection has been repeated for thousands, no, millions of years. All creatures that walk the face of the earth are descended from species B. I'm no exception. That's why I can look at a room full of corpses and laugh. The genes I've been given by 1,000,000 years of evolution have changed my fear into ecstasy. I guess this means you and I are the only survivors.
Don't make me keep saying it. Quark's still out there somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. He is still out there. So would that mean he killed them? I mean, you said it yourself that there was no way there was a 10th uninvited player out there when Alice was killed. And we've also refuted the possibility of Zero Senior being the 10th person. There is no 10th person. The only people alive are you, me, and Quark. That means...
You're being ridiculous. Look at their bodies. There's an axe buried in Kay's back, and the spear has been thrust all the way through Dio's stomach.
So do you think that Dio hit Kay with the axe, and Kay had enough time to grab the spear and kill Dio before he died of blood loss?
Do you really think a child Quark's size could do that?
Alright then. Are you saying you killed them?
Are you insane? And just when would I have done that? I've been with you this whole time.
She was right. No, she wasn't. Because there was the time when you were unconscious and sleeping in the recording room. And while you were unconscious, she could have left, killed them, and then come back. After the end of the second round of the AB game, Fi and I hadn't been out of each other's sight. We'd gone through the white door, explored the security office, solved puzzles, all of it together. Except for that part where you were unconscious for a bit. No, wait. There had been one time when I wasn't watching. The few minutes in the security office when I'd rested on the couch. Could she have snuck out then? The rec room and the security office weren't that far away from one another. If the round trip took about a minute and she'd killed them in 4 minutes, then the whole thing would have only taken her 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, huh? Just how long had I been out? Not that I was no, that wasn't really right. I hadn't really been out. I just felt like everything was being fast-forwarded. Probably because my mental processing speed had dropped. But how long had I been like that? It might have only felt like a few seconds to me, but it could have been much longer. And where had something like mental processing speed dropping come from? Hey, what you doing there, Fi?
Checking their bodies like before. I decided to start with Dio.
Find anything?
Yeah. 2 things, actually.
Oh,
Take a look at this.
a knife.
Yeah.
I called it! I knew he went to that room to take the knife off of Alice's body. I knew it! I called it! There's something engraved on the blade, too. Myrmidons. Is that the name of the manufacturer?
Dunno. It's not a name I've ever heard of before. But look at the handle. You've seen it before, right?
Yeah, this was the one in Alice's chest. This is the knife that was stabbed into Alice's chest.
Right. From the looks of it, I guess the blade is about 15 centimeters long. I'd say it's probably about 3 centimeters tall and 3 millimeters wide.
I think I've heard those numbers before.
Like, wound cavity, 150 millimeters. Wound length, 30 millimeters. Wound width, 3 millimeters.
Yeah, that's it. When Luna scanned the old woman's body, those were the numbers gave to us for the wound.
Right, well, wound cavity would be the depth of the wound. Wound length would be how long it is from top to bottom. And wound width would be how wide the flat end of the wound is. In other words...
Those numbers describe the size and shape of the wound, right?
Right.
So if they match, then that means this knife was used to kill the old woman.
Well, I was just eyeballing those measurements, so we can't be sure.
Still, why does Dio have it? When he went into the room and he was off screen, he took it out of Alice's chest.
He must have gotten it from Alice.
I know that. What I mean is, why'd he take it? Did he want to destroy the evidence? Maybe he was the one who killed Alice.
That would match up with what we saw.
No, wait. Hold on a second. I'm getting confused here. Alice would have had that knife first, right? She picked it up when she found it wrapped in this handkerchief next to the AB room.
Right.
So Dio took it from her and stabbed her. If that's what happened, why didn't he just take the knife then? Why leave it there for us to see, then come back? Well, I'm going to ponder that for a moment while I take a quick break. I'll be right back. And I'm back. And I got the kitty, too. Oh, Alice is still dead, though.
Well, we can look into that more later. First, I want you to have a look at something else.
What?
Don't you remember what I said? I found two things.
What? Did Dio have the bottle on him?
There was the knife and... this.
Alice had that on her, too. We found that in the room together. He took it off Alice. He really did just loot Alice's corpse. Hey, this is that key.
What do you mean, that key?
We found it in the Golem Bay. We didn't have any idea what it was for, though. But Alice said it might be important, so she'd hang on to it just in case. Oh, it's made specially for robots. Can't put a human part in it, but can put a robot in it just fine.
So, Alice should have had this, right?
Yeah, he looted her.
And now Dio's got it.
Yeah.
So when Dio took the knife, he also took Kay's key.
Wait. Kay's key?
Oh, man.
Man, Sigma, even I figured it out when it first appeared. Yeah, that's the key to open Kay's suit.
You couldn't figure it out from the shape?
What do you mean?
Get over here. A picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me show you.
She walked over to Kay's head, knelt down on one knee, and pointed to the back of it.
You remember this, right?
Oh, yeah. So that's it. It unlocks the suit, right?
Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
Before I had time to prepare myself, Fi shoved the key into the slot and twisted. But...
It's no good. Can't get it open.
yeah, well, there's a giant axe wound in his shoulder that probably damaged his ability to open up the suit. Why not?
Maybe the suit is powered, and it needs to be on in order to open. But with this axe in here...
You're saying it shorted the suit out or something?
I think so. At any rate, the key fits perfectly. I don't have any doubt it's for removing Kay's suit.
Do you think Dio knew that when he took it?
I wonder...
So, I guess we'll never know what his face really looks like.
Yeah. No way we can get that mask off with our bare hands.
I wonder who he was.
Well, I still haven't checked him over. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll find something that'll tell us who he is.
Imagine we find out it was Seven, and Seven got amnesia and tossed into 2 death games. She'd only been searching a few seconds before she stopped and pulled something out of Kay's robes.
Look.
What is it?
A spray bottle with luminol in it.
Oh, Kay, I trusted you. That's the one Tenemoji had.
Yeah.
Then does that mean Kay was the one who handcuffed them to the sink?
We don't know yet.
He definitely would have been strong enough to overpower both of them. But the problem to consider is that Tenemoji had a giant slash on his palm that was probably from a knife. So, why not?
Kay might have taken the spray from Tenmyoji after he died. It's possible he made it through the white doors before we did, went to the infirmary, and got this. Anyway, there's something I want to see. Turn off the lights.
Are you going to check for a luminol reaction?
Yeah.
We can see the blood already.
If Kay used the spray before he died, we might still be able to see it.
There's blood everywhere in here, though.
That's okay. If he didn't spray it, there won't be a reaction from any of it. Come on. Alright, do it.
Do it. Done.
Thanks. Just as I thought. Look. Dio's left wrist.
The underside of his bracelet is glowing.
Exactly.
But why?
Because there are traces of blood on it.
Whose blood?
We've seen 5 people with serious bleeding. The old woman, Alice, Tenmyoji, and these 2 here. I'm disinclined to think this is Dio or Kay's blood, though. See? If you look, it's been wiped off. Except for the luminol, the bracelet looks clean. Why would someone wipe blood off a bracelet after being hit with an axe or stabbed with a spear, and then spray it with luminol?
So Dio killed at least those 2. And then...
It doesn't make sense.
Then that leaves the old woman, Alice, and Tenemoji.
Right.
Do you remember what Tenemoji said to us in this room?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets? Please, just do it.
Do you think Tenemoji had figured out that one of the bracelets would have blood on it?
That would have meant he was looking for either Alice's blood or the old woman's.
I wonder which it was.
No idea. But whatever the case, Tenmyoji seemed to think that whoever had this bracelet was Zero Sr.
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know.
What?
Neither one of you is Zero Senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yeah?
Whoa, wait. Are you saying that Dio is Zero Senior? Dio is not competent enough to be Zero Senior, and no one can play the fool that well.
I don't know. The only thing I can say for sure is that there's a possibility that Dio killed the other 6 victims.
Then who killed Dio? I'm pretty sure that Kay did in self-defense. I think that Dio attacked Kay, and that Kay might have, in his last moments, successfully killed Dio before dying of blood loss. Because the only other one that could have done it is Fire Clark, and I don't think either of them are strong enough to wield a battle axe like that.
Kay, perhaps? After he was attacked, he used the last of his strength.
Another descendant of Species B.
Huh?
Nothing. Forget about it. Anyway, if Zero Senior was Dio, then...
all of this would be over. This awful game would be over.
Pretty sure it's pre-programmed into the AI to run it, though, so, no prizes.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Quark? Quark, where the fuck have you been?
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Okay, well, it's automatically gonna go to Ally. What? What the hell is happening? That's impossible.
Quark.
Where has he been? Quark opened a gate?
Whatever. We need to get back to the Floor A warehouse. Hurry!
I know, I'm coming. I don't think Quark's gonna have a good time finding out that it's just the 3 of us. He's gonna be really upset. Run faster! Don't take the elevators, take the stairs. Oh wait, there are no stairs. So, but wait, wouldn't voting change Quark's number from 9? Because if the person you're paired with is dead, their vote automatically goes to Ally. And no matter what Quark did, he would get an increase in his number, and it would boost him up past 9. Damn it! There's no one here. Did they run off?
Why would they run away?
Hell if I know. How the hell did Quark open an AB gate anyway? Without a star key, he shouldn't have been able to get it open.
He must have taken one from Dio or Kay before we got to the rec room. We know they went through a white door. Remember? We saw the footage in the security office. That means they had a star key just like we did.
But you didn't find one when you searched them.
Right.
Well, maybe Quark's the suspect after all then. But why would Quark do any of this? He had 9 BP. He could leave whenever he wanted. Oh my god, what if he was trying to make it so that 10 Emoji could get to 10 BP so 10 Emoji could leave with him? And he didn't know 10 Emoji was dead. You shouldn't write him off just because he's a kid. Maybe he knows how to use a lance or an axe.
That's impossible.
Yeah, he's not tall enough.
You're being an idiot. It's much more likely he found the key card after they died.
Okay. Alright, let's go find him.
Any ideas where to look?
Nothing. How on earth would I know where he might be?
He's
probably crawling around in the vents.
Well, there's one place I'd like to check out. Come on.
Do you know something I don't? Let's check the pantry. Maybe he's hungry. Maybe he wanted a little snack break. Get some animal crackers. The room Dio and Kay investigated.
Right. Aren't you curious?
Of course. Besides, Quark might be in there.
Yeah.
All right, let's move. The door says director's office.
Probably belongs to the director.
I hope it has one of those chairs.
Chairs?
You know, the folding ones that say director on the back. I've always wanted to sit in one and say stuff like action or cut or double decaf chai soy latte now.
And that's what you think we'll find in there?
I'm trying to be optimistic. Yeah. Aren't you excited?
Well, there could be anything in there. So, no, not really.
I think Sigma's finally lost his marbles. Yeah, what if Zero Senior was in there waiting for us?
That would make things easy.
What if Zero Senior was waiting for us in like one of those big fancy chairs, and then as we entered the room, would spin around in the chair and be petting a rabbit on their lap?
We'd settle things right now and then get the hell out.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna open
You
it.
need to keep asking me if...
Sigma, ask permission to open a door before he opens a door every single time he goes through a door. Okay. Huh.
There's no one here.
That computer's been turned on.
Yeah. Maybe Dio and Kay did that.
They might have. They had to solve the puzzle to make it out of the room in the first place. What the hell is this?
A lion.
Eating the sun. Is
A
biting.
sun?
Well, if the moon is made of cheese, the sun must be made of flaming hot Cheetos. It has a couple input fields for a user ID and a
We
password.
probably can't use it unless we know what those are.
Why don't you put something in?
Sure. I'll give it a shot. Yeah, just as I thought. Might as well forget about this thing for now. We can't get anywhere without a password. Let's see if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something. Shall we?
Fi turned and headed off towards a bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk. I felt compelled to stay and found myself staring at the screen. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. Memento mori, if the ninth lion ate the sun. Remember death, if the ninth lion ate the sun. Could this be the ninth lion? Then maybe... Memento mori. Remember death. Memento mori. Remember death. That's not how Dio died. Memento mori. Remember death. Memento mori. Remember. What? What? Why was Alice holding the knife to her chest like that? What the fuck? Memento mori. Remember. Death. Okay. Memento. Mori. Oh no, I clicked the wrong button. Remember. Death? No. Oh god. Okay, what is it? Okay. I'm trying to think of what it might be. Memento Mori, remember death. Okay, I exited out. Is that bad? It was no good. I didn't know anything. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd seen the ID and password somewhere before. To be continued? The fuck does that mean? Oh, it's like the safe ending. Oh. Oh, yeah, the coffin. But a bunch of people were dead. The whole point of that ending was the people didn't die. Okay, I guess I'm gonna save. Turn. Okay, where are we on the thing? Okay, so we still have those rooms. We got this part done. This is the one that would lead to it. Solve the mystery of the two-headed lion. We didn't do that. Wait, where am I? No, 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 where am I? No, why am I? No, no, stop, release me. Let me go to the menu settings. I don't want to. Okay, flow. So after that, there would have been two more endings that I couldn't reach. Okay, fine. Let's see. Let's just. I want to go back and see what happens if I betray during. Wait, no, I'm not. Start in the Ambidex game.
30 seconds remain until polling.
Let's go. Oh, that's good. Betray. I want to see how this goes. Let's just go. Let's just see this tree branch.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Let's see how Luna takes this. I feel bad.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Sigma, why?
I wanted to see what would happen.
You promised.
I did.
How could you?
Fairly easily, honestly.
Why won't you say something?
Because it wasn't his choice, it was mine.
At least give me an excuse.
Would you believe me if I said I pressed the wrong button on accident?
Say you wanted to protect everybody, or you slipped and hit the wrong button.
I slipped and hit the wrong button.
Anything. I don't care if it's a lie. Just say something. I can't trust you anymore, can I? I see. All right then. You did it so that you could get more points, right?
I did it because I wanted to see what would happen in the flowchart. I wanted to say no, but I couldn't. She was right. I shut my eyes and turned away.
I trusted you.
You did.
Goodbye.
Luna's face twisted as she spun away, but not before I saw tears glistening in the corners of her eyes. My heart sank to my stomach like a lump of lead. I'd lost something very precious. Like they say, trust takes years to build, but only a second to break. If only I could have taken that second back. But that was impossible. Life only moves in one direction, and you only get to make your choices once. The past is the past, and it stays there.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to look for Quark.
Hey! Wait! Tenmyoji, you're going to go look for Quark, right?
Yeah, so?
I want to help.
Okay, good. She won't get murdered now.
No thanks.
Really?
Much as I'd like to say that, I need all the help I can get. Think you can give me a hand?
Of course. Let's go.
They headed off through the magenta door together. Maybe now she won't get killed. Luna, I did this to save you. Clover was left standing by herself, brows furrowed and head down, deep in thought. Then suddenly she stood up straight and took off through the scion door. I turned and saw only Phi and Kay were left.
He went
Where's
off toward
Dio?
the yellow door while you and Luna were talking.
He just walked out. He's like, oh, I'm not about to witness someone's messy public breakup. I'ma leave.
Yes.
We were giving him flashbacks to his parents' divorce.
He did check the results before he left.
I bet he wasn't very happy. If I had chosen Betray, then he'd be sitting pretty with 9 BP right now.
I imagine he would. Fortunately, Phi is much too clever for that. That was why I chose Ally. It was an easy decision. Perhaps, but I made a promise to Phi.
A promise, huh? Were you really sure Kay wouldn't betray you?
Of course not. I'm not an idiot. I didn't really have a choice, though. The only option was to trust him.
That's so.
Yeah. Don't you think that's important? Trusting someone, I mean.
Well, not from my current actions.
Alright. We should go and look for Quark, too.
Indeed. Best we split up, wouldn't you say?
We did say, and each of one of us left in a different area of the facility. I took the magenta door, Phi went to the yellow door, and Kay took the cyan door. No matter how hard I looked, Quark was nowhere to be found. Eventually, I decided to head back to the warehouse. Oh, we did find him this time! Good! Tenmoji? What's going on? You found Quark?
Wouldn't be here if I hadn't.
Where was he?
Like I'm gonna tell you that.
What? Did I do something wrong?
You broke your promise to Luna.
I did.
I don't like people who break promises.
Okay. There was no rebuttal for that. You broke your fucking promise to Clover, hypocrite. Well, I'm glad you found him.
Ha! Oh, you got some balls saying that, acting like you give a shit about him.
Is he okay? He looks tired.
He's just sleeping. Seems somebody shot him up with some kind of anesthetic.
Someone who?
Hell if I know. And honestly, I don't really care anymore.
Why not?
Quark's safe. Now, all I have to do is get him out of here, and this'll all be over.
Wait. You make it sound like you can get out right now. Well, Quark can.
I can. Well, he can.
How?
Didn't you see the results? Quark's PP is
9.
exactly.
So you're gonna have him pull the lever and open the number 9 door?
Yeah. Of course, he's gonna need my help to do that.
But what about you? You've got only 4 BP. Even if you can get the door open, you'll...
3. Now, maybe some of you are thinking. You're thinking, oh ho! If my BP is too low, then I'll just have someone with enough BP open the door. And I'll just slip through when it's open. But that's not gonna happen. If you think you can be sneaky, well...
Think I don't know that? Doesn't matter, though. So long as Quark is safe, then
My guard was down. I barely even saw him move. It wasn't until pain exploded in my stomach that I realized Tenemoji had kicked me. Oh, what the fuck? Right where the sun don't shine. Old man just kicked us in the dick. I let out a strange sort of wheeze and collapsed to the floor. Blinking against the pain, I managed to find Tenemoji again. He maneuvered Quark up to the number 9 door. Oh, God. It's like, you didn't have to kick me! Stop! Tenemoji! Moving made me retch, and before I could recover and call out again, he'd done it. Tenemoji's hand pressed Quark's against the lever. He looked back at me over his shoulder.
sorry.
No, you're not!
Door's almost open, so it's time I was on my way.
Tenemoji, don't be an idiot! If you go through there, you'll...
Believe me, I know. But I gotta stay with him as long as I can. Couldn't live with myself if I just tossed him out there unconscious, you know?
Then stay here!
Can't do that.
Why not?
There's a killer here. It's too dangerous. I can't take that risk with Quark's life.
The number 9 door has been opened.
Whoop!
It will remain open for 9 seconds.
See ya.
Tenemoji, wait! Don't do this! Don't do this, Tenemoji! Tenemoji! Well, he's fucking dead.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game.
Well, Quark won at least. Good on him.
Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible.
I guess we're all gonna live here now. Okay, who wants to repopulate together?
Please enjoy your stay.
We have a pantry full of food. It could be worse. That was how it ended. Had Tenemoji died? Had Quark escaped? I didn't know. I laid my hand gently against my aching stomach, and I stared up at the ceiling. Faint approaching footsteps echoed throughout the warehouse. One of them was a killer. Whatever. It didn't matter anymore. I was never going to see the outside world again. Perhaps it would be better if I just let them kill me. I lay back and closed my eyes. Whoop! Yep, we messed up. This is what happens when you betray Luna. Okay, where are we at the flowchart? So we have one ending. We have one that I can't come back to until I find the password through the other endings. So that's blocked off. That's the coffin route. I still got all of this to get through. But I think that's going to be it for today. I'll keep playing next Sunday at noon. But until then, show's over.